Oh, it's not? Well, that's weird. No, it is. I can hear me.
Can hear you now? Can you hear me?
I think I can hear you.
Hello. Hello, honey.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm loud.
Are you
as
loud?
always. Yeah, just because I'm loud, you know.
I'll turn you down just a titty bit. Is this the damn is? Might be.
What is it? Great dogs barking. What's up, everybody in chat? Midnight Pax, Square Reaper, Greg, Joni, Fenderman, Paige. How's everybody doing?
You can hear me though?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I can't hear myself. I think it's somewhat level. I can't hear you, Joni.
Yes, it is. The nuisances is a good way to put that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't see that terminology, but that's pretty good. Nuisances is a good way of putting that, because I'm not gonna get into this now. I'll have to bring this up again a little bit here. Once we actually get going here.
This is not the time and or the place. Actually,
I mean, it is the place and basically
almost
the time. We're I look at my sleeve.
What's in there?
What's in where?
Your sleeve.
Oh, it was like I was looking at a watch that.
Oh, I thought you were like doing a magic.
No, it was
trick.
a bad joke. No, it was
magic trick would have been cool.
I'm crippled. I think I dislocated my wrist for real. I fucked up my hand.
Still effed up.
No, it's actually bad. I think I have to go see. I have to go see a doctor. I have it in a brace. Like it's bad. I need to go see somebody.
Bye, the man that packs.
Hey, later.
Thanks for stopping in.
All right. We need to start this. Do you want to do it? I feel like I do it every single time.
I feel like when I do it, it's garbage.
I mean, I can do it. I don't mind. I feel like I always just end up doing it because we never end up fucking starting if I don't.
That's why you start it, because I just don't start it. I just sit here and hang out. This is really what I do the whole show.
Okay, well, hello and welcome to Counting Cryptids.
Howdy.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Connor.
That's
here.
Connor. Yes. Hello. And before we get started on today's topic, I do want to mention that we are doing a New Year's Eve stream this year. New Year's Eve.
Oh,
I believe we are. Yeah. Oh, weird. Starting about 8:30 and going till till question mark.
Yeah,
you know,
presumably midnight.
Yeah, midnight, a little later. I don't know. Just kind of fucking. It's not like podcast related. We're just kind of like hanging out, playing some games. I know we've talked in the Discord a couple of times about getting a group together to play some Among Us. So if you want to come watch that or play along, we're doing that. We talked about doing some giveaways, giving away some gift cards, doing some marbles on Steam marbles on stream to do that. So, come hang out. Like, what else? What better things you have to be doing in a pandemic?
Can't go anywhere.
So just come
go here.
I know we talked about doing a tournament that day. Yeah, we'll be on Twitch. So it's twitch.tv/counting cryptids, I believe.
Yeah, they're in the description here.
Okay, cool. We'll have links to those on the socials.
We'll iron out some details.
We'll come hang out. That's what we're doing. We talked about trying to do the season tournament that day, but I don't know that that's gonna really pan out the way that doesn't give like a lot of time for you guys to do the brackets. So especially since this one is gonna go live like Christmas Eve, I think is when it's scheduled to go live. So
that'd be a good time.
You know what I mean? That's like a week to do it. I don't know if that's enough time. So I'd like to give you a little bit more time just so hopefully more people do it. But
yeah, I think what we did last year is like we kind of broke up our break with maybe a live stream doing the tournament, but I don't know if that'll work necessarily without us having announced that there's going to be in a tournament right now.
Yeah, exactly. So hey, we're doing a tournament at some point. I guess we do need to set a date for that, but that's hard to do. So if we're not doing it on New Year's Eve, we're gonna do it sometime mid to late January.
Yeah, it is what it
I
is.
guess we'll, keep an eye on socials or whatever, and we'll make sure that you are aware. Especially, I mean, we post in the Discord, and we'll let you know wherever.
Yeah, and if you don't catch it, well,
I think we had to
might
do
do it
something
again
different
next
this year too. So I don't know. I know we talked about trying to do like an AI Super Smash Bros tournament or like totally accurate battle simulator to try uh to visualize some of these the 1v1s, if you will, this year, instead of just like, you know what I mean, like the random, like we're gonna sit here and do a random number generator and okay, this is the one, you know what I mean, like it's pretty uneventful. So
How do we
maybe that
work
would be
the roulette wheel into that? I got Mario, you got Peach.
I think we would just like place a wager on one or the other, and
No.
that's what we do either way. Then it was just the roulette wheel was just what the punishment was, right? So you could do it either way, like just like have like a draw out of a hat, like a number 1 through 4, and then each, you know what I mean, whatever you draw is like this thing, and you just pour that and drink it. It's fine. We're recording. It doesn't matter. We'll figure all the logistics out in a later date. But
I've got a shot on Mario. Shot of vinegar
right.
on Mario.
Oof. Damn, I hated doing that so much. Let's do it again. All right. I think that's all the official business. We can get on to the episode. It's not going to be a long one today. It's going to be pretty quick. I tell you that now. What did you call it? Christmas Cryptid Spectacular?
Yeah, this is
wow. That
the
is
most
I mean, that sounds like it's going to be a
Christmas.
lot more than it is. I also got to point out here, if you didn't know, we record all of our episodes live on YouTube if you want to come catch the stream. But you've got this nice snowy overlay that is accumulating snow over the stream right now. That is hilarious to me.
I like
just want to give you a shout out for doing the work to find that overlay.
It was so hard. I googled
no,
snow
okay, no, I understand
and
that it was
stream,
easy, but like
and then I
you
copied and
put in
pasted.
effort. You did a thing, and I
I
appreciate
did a
it.
thing.
Is what
Thank
I'm
you
saying.
for noticing that I had
I'm
done
noticing
a thing.
you, Connor.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Appreciate you appreciating me.
I mean, okay, so I don't know that we've mentioned really exactly what we're doing today, but I mean, we're talking about, I mean, Yule things at this point. I think is what we're like calling this episode, like
the Yule Squad.
Okay, fucking Greg, not gonna be a long one. 3 hours later.
That's
my eye on
the
you.
hope. Gotta work tomorrow, Greg.
Sorry, you were starting to. We were talking about Yule things.
Yeah,
I mean, this originally was like a Yule Squad. Yeah, it was kind of originally was the idea was like to do a Yule Cat episode, but then like there's a couple of there's not a lot. Like this is just like a little Christmas story about like a little monster dude. So there is some things that this kind of stems down, some different things that you can't not mention. So I mean, I'm going to start on some stuff about the Yule Cat. If you also have some stuff about the Yule Cat.
Oh boy, I have a sentence or two about the Yule Cat. Yeah.
Cool. I have a similar length of information on the Yule Cat.
I'm just kidding. I have 8 words.
Okay, cool.
Oh, we made a.
I have a little bit.
Okay.
So I mean, it is.
We lost Jacob for a second. He's back.
So, oh, am I? Okay. So the again, this is like a Christmas cryptid. But you know, it's not a cryptid. It's just, you know, it's a Christmas fucking story. Okay, let's get on with it. So, the Yule Cat is it's a cat that preys upon those who have not received new clothes by Christmas. So especially children. Very creepily peeps through windows looking for children with old tattered clothing. The size of the story varies from being a big cat to being like a really big cat, like the size of a house, big poor. Cat, like Clifford size cat, Clifford the big red cat,
Yule the big scary cat.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay,
yeah,
so
I've got the
whatever the size, it eats people.
I've got the Icelandic name here that I'm going to attempt to pronounce.
That's brave of you because I decided that I was not going to do that at all.
Well, it's the only other note I have in my notes about the Yule Cat is this name. Jolakoturin. That's not how you say it at all, I'm sure, but I gave it a whirl.
All right, great.
Hello, Thomas.
Hey, what's up, Thomas? All right, so again, definitely, it eats people is the thing. So the Yule Cat is the pet of the Yule lads, which is, I guess, also sometimes known as the Christmas lads. They're a family of trolls that are the holiday gift givers to children, akin to like Santa Claus. They're somewhere between like 9 and 22, but like I have like there's like 13 commonly, most commonly. The trolls come down from their home in the mountain, like one at a time, like over one day, over the course of a 13-day period, beginning on December 12th, I believe.
Yes.
Like
then they stay for 13 days.
Yeah. So they leave one day at a time as well. So they come one day. When they come, they leave like small gifts for children if the kids have been good, or they like a rotten potato or something if they've been bad, or they just like don't give it anything. But like, there's like some pranks. Somebody described. How did you describe it over here in chat? Somebody called them nuisances. Yeah. And that makes a lot more sense because I kept seeing this described as pranks, and I would not describe what they are doing as pranks whatsoever. Either way. Again, yes, they leave one day at a time after this period, so that's January 6th was the last day there. So I believe this originates from, well, I guess they don't have like the 1700s.
Yeah, the 13th century is what I had. Was like,
well, I guess, yeah, there's
the first mention of them in writing, but most people believe that it was around much longer before that.
There was some speculation, or rather, like questioning. I'm having a really hard time with words today. I'm sorry, it's been a rough week. Having a hard time. I just need to stop talking. I can't do it.
What do you want to know? I don't have anything about the Yule lads. Do you want me to start naming off Yule lads?
No, it's fine. I just need to drop what I'm talking about right there because I can't finish my thought. So I guess the original tellings of this was like super dark, right? Yeah. Like they're less like pranks, and they're more like they're coming down and like torturing or kidnapping children and like bringing them back to their mother to fucking eat.
Yeah, so that in return they wouldn't be eaten. I saw.
Oh, so if they don't bring back the children,
they'll get eaten.
They are then eaten in turn. Wow, that is unfortunate.
Yeah,
I believe she makes a stew. Is that how that works? She puts them in a cauldron and boils them alive, and then they eat like a soup.
Children soup.
You have stuff on the mother. We can talk about her real quick.
I've got a bit on the mother. Okay.
Yeah, do it.
So maybe should have hit this off first because I've got some.
Yeah, you got to start with the family pet. You know, that's the most important thing here. We got to start with that. That's the introduction, and then there's just so many lads that were there.
Yeah, okay.
We'll circle back to the lads again. Don't worry.
So Gryla, guessing at the name here, was a giantess who was originally mentioned in the 13th century in a writing known as the Prose Edda or Prose Edda. I don't know. There's a PDF that I'll post in there in the link of. I'll post a link in the description of the Prose Edda that has been translated to English so that you could read it in English if you read English. It was written by an Icelandic scholar, Snorri Sturluson. It is considered to be the most detailed source of modern knowledge of Norse mythology. And even though it was the earliest text mentioning, like I said, the Yule Squad, it is thought that the traditions that were brought up there were prominent like long before Snorri recorded it. At the time of writing the Prostate Edda, Gryla was not associated directly with Christmas, but with the Icelandic midwinter holiday known as Jul, or Yule. While a lot of the same traditions of getting together and feasting with family and friends are shared between Jul and Christmas, Jul had a much darker presence, like you said, where like not only are friends and family brought together, they also like invite their dead family members as spirits and elves and trolls and like other spooky fucking creatures into their homes to have a good time and feast.
I mean, all right, that's pretty cool though.
So did I mention that Gryla was a giant?
Yeah, you said giantess.
A giantess, okay.
Yeah, that was brought up, but not explicitly.
She allegedly started out as a hideous beggar woman who asked parents for their naughty children on the streets because obviously they're more delicious than the nice children.
Bring out your dead.
The beggar woman eventually ran off to a cave in a llama field or something.
In a llama field?
A llama field. I'm not really sure. Yeah, a llama field. This is like, okay, translations from 13th century text, okay?
Yeah, all right.
I had to do this all myself.
Oh, yeah, you translated 13th century text? Disclaimer, we have not done that much work for this podcast ever.
I will post links to those places that I've stolen translations from. According to lore, Gryla would throw children into her bag that she carried on her back, bring them back to the cave, and cooked the children who cried for meat during Lent in a large pot before, quote, carving out their stomachs and then eating them, of course. Apparently the name Gryla loosely translates to growler. And then was married to Lepaludi, which was like a troll that never left the cave because he was a lazy fuck, like I am.
Oh my god, it's me.
Gryla, everybody. Round of applause.
What? No, I would be the lazy troll man, but
that's all I have.
In general about yes, okay.
Just ending my Gryla and
yes, that was okay.
Lepaludi.
I saw that early depictions described I don't mean to misgender here. I guess I assumed it was her, but Gryla as having 15 tails and like 300 heads with a goat-like feature on the face, was like horns, long ears, and a beard.
A bearded woman. I read on the Smithsonian Magazine webpage an article that was talking about Gryla, some other Norse things. Said that it had 15 tails or 40 tails, and a bag on her back, like I said, and a sword in her hand.
Okay.
And then sometimes she was described with a single horned tail.
I didn't see anything about a tail either. Interesting.
15, 40, or 1.
Oh, yeah, so I guess a single tail. I didn't see anything describing it other than I saw 15 exclusively. I didn't see 40, and I didn't see 1 or like just a horned tail.
And then it wasn't mentioned in relation to Christmas until the 17th century.
Yeah, that's where that number came from.
Yeah.
I knew I was trying to go somewhere with that. I was like, where the fuck did I get this? Okay.
Some people say that she lived in a cottage, but like later poems pointed that she was forced out of town and into a cave. I don't know where the llamas came in. I read that somewhere. I might have made that up.
Definitely llamas. There was 100% llamas.
Llama?
Always. There's a llama.
Shall we get on to their children?
Oh, yes. Lads. You want to talk more about the lads? Okay,
let's get back to the lads.
I think we just have to go talk about their names now at this point, and like the.
Yeah,
again, I prefer nuisances, but like again, this was everywhere that I read this. They called them pranks, and I assume that beforehand this was all like not like this is the modern like kind of like kidsy version of it now, right? Like I assume before it was a lot worse than
darker,
like
yeah.
like I mean when I talk about the first one here, like sheepcoat Claude. I also saw him called Stiff Legs. He quote harasses sheep. When he comes by, he just harasses the sheep. I'm not 100% sure what that means or to what extent. But he can't bend his knees because his legs are stiff because they are made of wood. It's things like this. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna tell fucking 13 of them. All right,
Can I
we're gonna
read
talk
the
about their
Icelandic
names.
names and then attempt
Oh
to
yeah,
embarrass
do it
myself
because
even
again,
further?
I decided I was explicitly not going to do
I'll
that. So
read
if
them.
you
You
want to
tell
do
me what
that,
they
go for it.
translate
Yeah,
to.
great, do it. What's
That
number?
first
Okay, that's
one,
number one. Yeah.
Yeah, sheepcoat cod, Stekjakar, Stekjar star,
All right. Well, what's the second one then? Before I tell you the other stuff about that one.
Giljagar.
Okay, that was well, Gully Gawk is the translation. I don't recognize either of those words.
Those are words in the English
So he
language.
breaks into like the barn or whatever at night and just steals any available milk. That's just around. He just steals the milk.
Fucking milk thief.
Yeah, with number 3, Connor. You wanna do this?
Stuffer.
Okay, this is Stubby. He's short is the gimmick. I mean he steals pots and pans to eat like the burnt crusty bits on the bottom of it. That's his whole thing.
Maybe you should learn something from this guy in a little bit. Not to eat the crusts off the like the burnt shit on your pans.
Just wait, Connor. Number 4.
Number 4, okay. That's not a letter.
That's why I decided I didn't
that
want
a
to try to
P?
read these.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna put this up on screen for everybody to see. God, wait.
Is that a P?
What the fuck is that letter? It's like a D and a P had a baby. That's a TH sound?
TH followed by a V,
V,
followed by an O with an umlaut.
I regret my decision to read these. Is that even the full thing?
I'm laughing trying to pronounce the first 3 letters of this word.
The Vorlslurker. Don't quote me. I'm quoting you on that, Thomas.
Roughly translates to spoon liquor. You guessed it. This skinny boy is hungry. He breaks into your home and licks all of your cooking spoons.
Let me get this next one up here.
Yeah, you ready for number 5?
Potasketfil. Sounds like.
Okay. So this is the aptly named pot scraper. It was my nickname in high school. He eats the scraps at the bottom of the pan, not the crusty bits, just like anything that's left over at the bottom of the pan. You got like a couple of noodles left in the bottom of there. He's gonna grab those off the pan.
These guys sound like the cleanup crew. Like,
again, like this is starting to sound less like pranks and more just like these people are fucking starving. Like I don't know.
13 starving children just running through the streets eating up the leftovers. Where are we on? Is it 6 now?
Yeah, we're into 6. It's not even a prank, it's a favor. They're just cleaning your dishes.
Appreciate it. Also, I left you this potato.
Yeah. It might be a bit off. I don't know. All right, number 6.
Ask a sliker.
This is the bowl liquor. I think this is there's a couple of them that are very similar here, and it's kind of difficult to so I think this one is just like similarly to the what was the last one? The pot scraper, where he eats what's left in the pot. This one eats whatever's left in the bowl, but it's like okay, so I read specifically that he waits for children to quote finish their nighttime soup or pudding. I've never heard of a nighttime soup before, so I wanted to make sure that I included that in my notes.
It's a nice soup before bedtime.
It's something that I need to start incorporating into my daily routine. I know that. I guess nightly routine, excuse me. But he just waits for that. Then he just slurps that shit down. I also saw like in one place they're talking about like the pet food, like a cat bowl. Like he'd just like wait around for that too, and just like eat some leftover cat food. But I don't know what cat food's like in like you know what I mean, the fucking 1700s or whenever the fuck we're talking about this.
Shit ass meat I got left over here.
On to number 7, I suppose.
Oh. Is that a 6 with an X through it? Thomas?
He's just hoping that Jack can tell you how to pronounce the
Help me out with this D6 figure here.
Certainly there is yeah.
Let's find out.
Well, while you're looking for that one real quick, this is the translation of it is door slammer. He just you know, he's got to slam all the doors. He got to slam as many doors as he can. Got to wake you up.
Thomas is saying ED. There's different versions of this thing. That says ESL. That's not.
It's going to be ridiculous anyway.
This appears to be the voiced sound.
What the fuck does that mean?
It's to pronounce the sounds, the tip of the tongue is placed behind the top front teeth. Bleh. Herdeskler.
Oh, yeah.
Herdeskler.
And it's so difficult to like describe in words like how to make a sound.
How to make a sound.
Just, like, making that fucking sound. You do what? You put your tongue behind the back of your top teeth?
Yeah.
Isn't that
and
how
then
you
do
say,
what?
like, everything? Isn't that how like 80% of words are? Like, all right.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's just how you speak.
Okay. What was that? How was that one? That was 7 again.
We're halfway there, I think. 7-ish.
Yeah. Well, how did you pronounce 7 here?
Oh, Herdeskler.
Okay, great. What's 8? Immediately now that you're done with 7, what's 8?
This doesn't have any weird ones. Skyrim gamer.
Okay, that's all right. So the Skyer Gobbler is I guess the Skyer. I have no idea how to fuck pronounce that one. It's all right. It's a dish. I saw it somewhere. It's kind of like yogurt. Maybe that's bedtime pudding or soup. I'm not entirely certain. But I also saw somewhere there's something about it being sweet and savory. I had no idea what it is. I'm gonna be honest with you.
A little bedtime.
I saw that it was eaten year round, but around the holidays it's pretty popular. So he comes and he takes it and he eats it.
Dickhead. Don't take my
this next one, number 9, is my favorite. Connor, you got the name for this one?
What the AE combo means.
I mean, isn't that the Anderson Erickson?
There's ice cream in the middle of this word?
It's just fucking milk. Why is there a gallon of milk in the middle of this word?
Oh man, Bajunnaker Gaker.
Great, fantastic. All right, so this is the sausage snatcher. Incidentally, that was Connor's nickname in high school. He eats your sausages. That's his whole shtick. That's again, he takes your sausages and he eats them. Number 10. This is a very different way of life. You know what I mean? Like, it's just I'm very far removed from this being like the day to day of the world.
Glugaglayer.
All right, this would be window peeper. Looks in your window. I saw somewhere that if he sees something that he likes, he might come back later and take it. And then this would be
window
like
shopping right now.
Like, yeah, exactly. Or like if the kid was being naughty, he would see that and could like take the kid back to be made into soup.
They look tasty.
That is number 11 is what we're on.
This is number 11?
No, that was 10. We're on 11 now.
Okay, we're on 11 now. Again, another P combo word letter here. How do you pronounce P and the B?
You did what?
The P and the B, peanut butter?
You did what?
Got a peanut butter if for.
Oh. Well, I mean, this one is the doorway sniffer.
But just lowercase th or Thomas? Get a theffer. Lowercase.
Wait, say that one again.
Get a theffer. Sounds kind of like I have a list.
Yeah, that's what fucking threw me off the first time. All right, yeah. So this is doorway sniffer. Conveniently has a very very large nose, like massive. Like they all have big noses because they're trolls, but this guy's like a notably big
Extra
nose.
large.
He's a schnoz.
So
he's sniffing around your doorway trying to get your leaf bread. So he can steal it, and fucking eat it, because this is all they do is just take your food. Again, it's described as pranks, but this is not pranks. They're just stealing your food and cleaning up after you. Like, I don't understand. They're just elves at this point. Like,
for those who are curious about leaf bread, like I am.
Oh, did you look it up? Yeah, go.
I looked it up. Boy, the pronunciation.
Did you want to try to read? Yeah. Did you want to try to read how that is actually?
There's another one of those 6 D's in here. I gotta scroll up. Is that an ED? Lafa Broad.
Okay, great. That sounds right.
It's also sometimes called Snowflake Bread.
Okay, that sounds like that would have been easier to say.
Obviously, it's a traditional kind of Icelandic bread that is most eaten in the Christmas season.
Oh, okay.
It's a round, thin, flat cake decorated with leaf-like patterns on it, and then fried briefly. It's a tortilla.
In my mind, I have made a crepe, but like the Hobbit bread from Lord of the Rings. There you go. I don't think that's quite the same, but sure. We got 2 more here, Connor. What's number 12?
Ketkroker.
All right, that is so these have all sounded pretty whatever so far. This one's called Meat Hook.
Badass.
He's got a little hook that he uses to hook your meat to steal it to eat it. That's again because that's what this fucking is. So there's one more. Last but not least, Connor. Meat Hook, what's up, Chamomile Cat?
Kurta Snicker.
All right, so this is Candle Stealer or Candle Beggar. Hey, he steals your candles. Guess what he does with them? He fucking eats them. So Candle Stealer, Candle Stealer was recently voted the favorite of all of the Yule lads in Iceland. For the record, just in case you were curious. So
He's
I
the
also
favorite because he takes your fucking candles. Candles are expensive.
Well, I don't think they're like that kind of candle. But he takes them and eats them. I don't know. I had you know what? I sent you that link that had the pictures drawn of all of them. Ooh, oh, damn it.
I'll scroll up for 6 hours.
It doesn't matter. It's fine. So there's more of them, but not all of them get to go down and like participate in the Christmas festivities. They don't get to celebrate the holidays. They're not allowed near the children because they're more aggressive. So there is one called Lung Flapper. Connor, would you like to take a guess what this one does? Yeah, you wanna guess this one because I'm sure you didn't come across this in your research.
I did not. Lung Flapper?
Yeah, his name is Lung Flapper. What would you guess that Lung Flapper does? Chat, if you got answers quick, let me know. You can play along.
I have no idea.
Waited for a long time. You got no idea, Connor? You're just gonna pass on this? Okay.
It takes your breath away.
It's better than that, Connor. Come on. Let's think about it. What if all the other ones?
He blows out all of your candles. Like some sort of
and then eats them. So no. So even better, he slaps people with a wet sheep's lung, Connor. Certainly, you did not expect that.
He probably gets here with a sheep cod clod. Sheep coat clod.
Okay. So if good old Stifflegs manages to get his hands on a sheep and not just harass one, he brings it back to the lung flapper so he could take the lungs from the sheep to then slap people with.
Trying to see if there's any ones that I missed over here. These look like all the ones on that. The drawings of all of them.
Oh yeah, no, we went through all those.
Those are all in there. Okay.
Yeah, I have no words. Yeah, you're not expecting to get slapped with a wet sheep's lung, were you?
Get those sexy long flaps.
God, must be this stupid ass.
Death by lung slaps.
That on your fucking tombstone.
Worst way to die.
Not how I thought my Yule celebration was gonna go. Yeah, no shit. I mean, so I also ran across something called the Yule Goat in my research that I'm just gonna touch on briefly here. Something that I guess good old Saint Nicholas used to ride around on one of these babies, while he was delivering gifts to children to quote symbolize his power over the devil.
Oh,
that was a thing. Learned some other really random shit today while I was doing my research. There's in 1924, dogs were banned from Iceland.
Why?
Yes. Even today, so like you can have them, but you have to have a special permit allowing it. But you can't have dogs in Iceland. Yeah, you can't. It sounds like a weird like a euphemism or something. You know what I mean? Like it's like a code word. Like, you can't have. It's like you talk about like going to take a shit or something. You're like, well, you go to see a man about a horse. It's like, well, you can't have dogs in Iceland. You know what I mean? Just like something like that. It's just like it's some random colloquial term that means like it's some strange fucking thing.
Like the thing that tourists burn down like once a year. Cool graw. Burn the goat. You sent me some poems.
Yes, I was just gonna talk about this briefly. I don't have them. You would talk about reading some.
Right now.
There is some poems. There's a song that Bjork made. I think out of the poems, we certainly cannot play that song, but you could imagine if we did. Connor's gonna read some poems, I guess.
This is all one poem here?
Bro, he just keeps fucking going and going and going and going and going.
Okay. It's like longer than it should be, but not out of hand, I guess.
It's gonna be there's the content of this episode. It's gonna be equal parts us reading our notes and equal parts you reading this poem.
I've got 35 minutes to read this fucking poem.
Literally, it's going to take you fucking 15 minutes to read this poem.
Here's the whole poem. You all know the Yule Cat, and that cat was huge indeed. People didn't know where he came from or where he went. He opened his glaring eyes wide, the two of them glowing bright. It took a really brave man to look straight into them. This is a great picture of a Yule Cat. His whiskers sharp as bristles, his back arched up high, and the claws of his hairy paws were a terrible sight. I wish there was some song, all through the night. That what's that book?
If only Bjork had made a song.
that I had heard.
That I was able to play on the show instead of fucking reading this poem.
Speaking of which, I thought we could do some like what is it, sing along karaoke on YouTube, but I don't think that you could do that, even though people have
do karaoke on YouTube. You
like,
want to you want to do karaoke, a video of doing karaoke and put that up. You'd have to go through specifically and do like not copyrighted songs or songs that were like allowed to do that, and I don't know. I don't know how you get away with that. Unless you want to like buy like a radio license, you know what I mean? Which would be really convenient in some aspects.
I
like,
know a person that works in the radio business.
I don't think that's a cheap thing to do, and
hey,
it's not like we have a lot of money at our disposal to just like be throwing at this random idea of like, hey, what if we wanted to play like any song we wanted on our podcast and just be fucking fine? Like, how much would that cost? To be like, yeah, that's like $15,000 a year. I'd be like, cool. I'm definitely do not have that kind of money, so
I definitely regret asking you that.
Yeah, right. Like that's just gonna fucking hurt to think about. It's like that's literally never going to be achievable, bro.
It's a dream. It's down the pipe. Okay, back to the Yule Cat poem. Does it have a title? It just says here's the whole poem. Anyway, he gave a wave of his strong tail. He jumped and he clawed and he hissed. Sometimes up in the valley, sometimes down by the shore. He roamed at large, hungry and evil, in the freezing Yule snow. In every home, people shuddered at his name. If one heard a pitiful meow, something evil would happen soon. Everybody knew he hunted men, but didn't care for mice. Have mice in your house.
I don't think that means that he's scared of mice. I think it's just referencing that it's a cat. He doesn't. He eats people.
Pay no mind to this mouse. He picked up. I can make that happen, Matt Chamomile Cat. I did talk about doing a Christmas album, so
he wanted to do Christmas cryptid songs.
I think it would be awesome.
To record an album.
I'd have to be a good singer, but also the whole bit would be me not being a good singer. I want to be a singer.
Give me that album. Yeah, maybe
unleash that idea
we'll
into the world
for the patrons on Patreon or something.
That was the plan, yeah.
We'll see about that next year if we have enough. If we think about it again.
If I spend the entire 365 days from now until this time next year, maybe.
All right, record one of them on the live stream.
Yeah. Or cut bits and pieces out of the live stream and string them together.
Yeah, there you go.
He picked on the very poor that
right
no new garments got. For Yule who toiled and lived in dire need. From them he took in one fell swoop their whole Yule dinner, always eating it himself, if he possibly could. Hence it was that the women at their spinning wheels sat, spinning a colorful thread for a frock or a little sock. Because you mustn't let the cat get a hold of the little children, they had to get something new to wear for the from the grown-ups each year. And when the lights came on Yule Eve, and the cat peered in, the little children stood rosy and proud, all dressed up in their new clothes. Some had gotten an apron, and some had gotten shoes, or something that was needed. That was all it took. For all who got something new to wear stayed out of the pussycat's grasp. He then gave an awful hiss, but went on his way. Whether he still exists, I do not know, but his visit would be in vain if next time everybody got something new to wear. Now you might be thinking of helping where help is needed most. Perhaps you'll find some children that have nothing at all. Perhaps searching for those that live in a lightless world will give you a happy day and a merry, merry Yule. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's the end.
I think that's it. Scrolling.
Because there's like pictures in the middle of the thing.
Yeah,
3
and
or
then there's
4
a spot in the
pictures
middle that's
middle.
like, oh, I'm definitely done here. This is the end of the website. And there's like 5 things, and then
Yeah,
nope, there's like
related
another half of the
story.
poem. Yeah, there's
Half
a
the
related
poem.
story, then like 2 like full page images, and then another fucking 50% of what you had just read.
Yep, 100%.
Gonna go through and just read a bunch of Christmas poems, and just release that for no reason.
With some bells in the background. Just gives
I mean, go
Christmas
for it.
cheer.
Do it. Go for it. Make some Christmas music, people. Well, you, Connor, for the people.
Somebody reached out to us.
Somebody reached at me.
Somebody reached at me. Fuck. I wouldn't be surprised. That's something that might happen around here. But somebody reached out to me saying that they wanted that they would help us with music for the podcast or something. Like wanted to redo our music or our intro music or something.
I mean, at a really good point where like in between seasons, I mean after this episode, so it would be cool to be able to come back to season 4 with a new one.
Fresh track.
Yeah, it's
that
a
I
good
could
time
put on the
like,
Patreon as a solo track.
Oh, someone could hear that early too. Yeah, I mean, I don't fucking I know it was something that I threw together really quick, and then you redid maybe at season 2, and then it's kind of just been sitting for a while. Yeah, that'd be rad.
I wish I knew what the fuck I was doing to make music to do another one. But really, I just took Jacob's format and just added different sounds to it in GarageBand.
I think I used some really shitty
internet,
I used like a web-based like a keyboard and recorded some bullshit MP4 track on that in like 5.5 minutes, and I was like, sick, let's go. Like,
yep.
And
here we are, three
fucking years. So yeah, I mean, if you're artsy in any way, or you like whatever, you know what I mean, you want to send something to us, like fucking, I don't care, we can use it, or at the very least like put it at the end of an episode or something, we can fucking talk about it then. Like,
I would love that.
So
please send me your tracks.
If it doesn't come in time to work for like the opener for season 4 too, either maybe we'll just like talk about it at the end of an episode and then introduce it as from the next episode. Well, I don't know, we'll see. There is a bridge that will be crossed when we arrive at it.
So we were talking about the Yule lads. Do you think that maybe over time they kind of turned into the elves of Santa type deal? Like this whole...
So I think I don't remember if it was in the 1700s. I think it was maybe a little bit later. At some point they like changed to like wearing red and having these white beards to be more similar to Santa. But I don't think they're really like they're more Santa than they are the elves, right? Like they're the gift
They're the
givers,
like, yeah.
Like the elves are like part of what Santa is, but it's just like it's fucking Santa, right?
Yeah, like so they like eat your food like Santa eats cookies, I guess, and milk. There's a milk snatcher that's
like you leave out for him, right? That's like, hey, okay, that always seemed like bait to me too. Like that always really confused me. It's like, if you leave milk and cookies, a strange man will break into your home. I was like, wait, what? Like, does this happen every day, or like there's this one day we allow it because we leave the door unlocked? Like, what do you mean?
One day it's okay to let the homeless man come into your house and eat the cookies and milk.
It's a weird idea, but either way, I mean, I think they did at some point like become more Santa Claus-esque. I think I fucking totally forgot to mention that this was outlawed.
Yeah, they didn't want you to talk about it, but people still did.
Yeah, so at the beginning, the early iterations, it was them like torturing kids and a lot of eating them, turning them into soups and stews and stuff. And then like it became an issue, so they had like the government had to fucking tell people, hey, you have to stop telling your kids this fucking story. This is not like, this is unethical. You have to fucking stop. And so they're like, all right, we're gonna stop. And then they like continued, but then it like over time like softened and became like the version that we had just discussed. So
If you're not good this year, 13 strange men are gonna come into this house and fuck you up. Sounds reasonable to me, honestly.
get your ass fucking kicked every year if you're a dick.
That sounds perfect.
I'm probably overdue for a good ass kicking. I tell you what, I'm gonna be real with you.
I don't know 13 dudes to fight you.
Probably don't need that many. I'm broken right now. My wrist is so fucked, dude.
Just slap him in the wrist.
I mean, I have nothing more. I mean, do you have any other insightful questions as far as any of the stuff that we've talked about? That would be cool.
I have a
If not,
thought.
I understand. Yes, give
and
me your thoughts.
I don't know how to frame it per se, but I just find it really interesting that like with this kind of stuff and religious kind of stuff, like they take all these gods of like, you know, pre-Christian beliefs, and there, you know, there's multiple gods. There's gods of every specific little thing, and then they bring them into one person. So there's a god as opposed to like different gods, and he can control the. There's 13 Yule lads, and now there's just like Grandmaster Yule Lad Santa, who does all these things. But I don't know. I just think it's really weird, like how over time, like you condense everything down into like one single being that encompasses all the things that.
But it's not. That's not like this became Santa.
I mean, but generally speaking, like it's just too much for people now. You know, fucking, we gotta keep track of 13 fucking lads. We got one lad. He just comes around.
This is this is just a specific. I mean, we talked about that. This is like an Icelandic tradition. Like this is a thing that you know what I mean. Like in other parts of the world, they do things differently. This is just the way that they. Well, I guess maybe more of this is some of this is more relevant to like a long time ago. You know what I mean? Like the 17th century, like the fucking sausage snatcher in particular. I don't know if sausage is still like a staple of just like I have lots of loose sausages hanging around in my kitchen in modern day Iceland. So you know it's I really need to be on the lookout for a sausage snatcher. So I just don't know.
Why not?
Maybe some of these aren't quite as applicable as others in modern day Iceland, but they all seem like more of a stretch from like where I'm at. Like I'm not really at a loss if a candle goes missing or like
nobody slams a door
like,
once.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Like the shit just happens. Like I don't know.
Steals my yogurt.
Yeah, right. Hey, as long as nobody's fucking eating my bedtime soup.
My bedtime soup. Put a fucking lid on that bedtime soup.
Like, you're acting like I would leave food uneaten. Nobody touches my bratwurst.
Oh.
He's gonna slap you with a wet sheep's lung and take your fucking bratwurst. I mean, I have no insightful questions or thoughts. I mean, you know,
what did we do last
It's not
week?
like we're there's like sightings or anything, right? Like this is just like fucking a Christmas fucking story. What did we do last week? Is that what you're just asked?
Yeah. Did I even post polls? God damn, I'm so shit at this.
Certainly we did not. We did sheep squatch last week.
You're probably fucking right.
Yeah, so we did sheep squatch, Connor. So okay, but this is interesting. So like the Yule gang, like in its entirety. Because that's like
Yule
that's
gang?
like a crew, right? Like
They're a family.
you got like what, at least 13 plus the cat, which the cat eats people and the mom eats people.
And dad.
The dad's not doing fucking anything. The dad's staying on the fucking in his lazy boy on the chair. That's fine. But you know what I'm saying? Like you still got like 13 trolls, a giant, and a cat.
Giant cat, yeah. Versus not a gobble squatch, sheep squatch.
The sheep squatch. All right, so the sheep squatch did it did get some piss in that guy's eye. If the sheep squatch could manage to get his piss in all of their eyes, he's got a fighting chance. But
they might eat his bedtime soup.
Oh,
you know
boy.
what I mean?
Okay. So he's gotta he baits the bedtime soup is actually his piss, which just poisons him, and then I don't know. That's one of them down. I don't know. 12 to go. Like what do you?
Goes for the sausage. He gets piss in his eye.
I think you can reuse that for like 8 of them. You know what I mean? You got like bowl liquor, spoon liquor. Like I think just replace the soup bowl with right. Like I don't know. The doorway sniffer. You just gotta time a fart just right. I don't know. Like
Ooh, what was that?
As much as I want to like argue for the sheep squatch, like there's I think the numbers for the Yule gang is a bit too much. So I would give it to them.
Yeah, the whole Yule gang.
Unfortunately.
Tough crowd.
It's tough with the just having that many to argue that something else would beat it. Yeah, the sheep. Okay. So if we include the 14th, the Black Power Ranger, the lung flapper with the sheep lung. The sheep lung slapping is what sets it over the edge. 100%, Thomas. I agree with you. That is 100% the correct answer. No bother posting this poll. We have the answer. It's been done. No worries on the poll. This is the last episode of the season anyway. No poll. That's the answer. We answered the question for you this time.
Since
it's
September.
Never happened before. It's a first.
Unanimously decided.
Oh, fucking A. It says this. I would say this devolved into madness, but I feel like this just started at not the best place.
Hell, I have something to bring up. If
what is it that you have to bring up?
Done with this weird poll thing that we're not doing.
Yeah, it's not happening. So go for it.
We had 2 new Patreon patrons this week.
Thank you.
So thanks a lot. Thomas is in the fucking chat.
Yes, Thomas. Thank you.
Angel was here.
Yeah, Angel was around. Also, Angel.
Don't know if Angel is still here. But she
said she was in a coffee shop or some shit.
Perfect. Put that shit on blast.
Boba tea. Excuse me. She was at a boba shop.
Can't hear you over the I'm a Barbie girl. Yeah.
Either way, thank you both.
Appreciate you.
As well as the other.
Guess I'm not playing that. Here we go.
Oh, you got your slides.
A moment of silence. Yes. Is it scrolling? Is it doing anything?
It just changed on my screen, so it it does not appear to be scrolling. It is not scrolling.
Switch to go buy some merch at tpublic.com. Give it to all your loved ones. And our patrons. Okay, yeah, here we go. We got them all. Yes, Chamomile Cat, Angel. This needs to go a little bit faster. Nathaniel, Bear Fact Man, Thomas P. He's new. And of course, this month's top dono, Levi Dives, who nobody has put more So thanks, Levi.
Thank you, everybody. Yes, very much
Super appreciate
all the patrons, people, as well as hey, you for listening to the podcast, and all of you in the live chat as well. Thank you for being here. Very much appreciate it.
Certainly don't deserve any of this money.
So again, we're doing the season wrap up tournament sometime mid January probably. We'll be live doing that. And again, back with season 4, probably early February, probably that first week of February. I guess I don't. Thursday falls. That's usually when our release day is. But yeah, there's perfect. So we'll probably stick to that if I had to guess that first week of then. Otherwise, we'll join us for the New Year's Eve stream, guys.
Yes, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be a thing
time.
that we're doing.
Yeah.
Play some games and
come hang out so that's not super awkward for us.
Yeah, I mean, if there's only 3 people in there and we're giving away 3 gift cards, like it's gonna be super bunk because it's gonna be like, all right, here you guys go, like, what the fuck? But if there's a couple people in there, then it's like, oh, who gets them?
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just you get it. I'm so ready for this fucking year to be done, dude.
I want to look forward to the holidays, but then the holidays come and I hate it.
You want to look forward to it, and then it's here, and you're like, why?
Oh, why yeah.
Are you all right? So let me talk to you about this then. Are you doing anything for the holidays? Do you still like going to see family stuff? Do you have people that you're not gonna get to see this year, or is it all pretty normal?
Fairly normal. Nothing too crazy weird. Like usually spend a day at my parents, spend a day at my wife's parents. Usually like her aunt and uncle come over, but they're not this year. That's literally the only change. Like my brother's still flying in from Texas, and my sister and probably her boyfriend. I actually don't know for sure on that, but no, nothing too crazy. What about you? Are you just not doing anything? Skype with Greg or
my brother's coming back, but my sister's not. So we're having like a small with my mom, my brother, like we're doing like an online thing like with my sister, like from my house. I am getting on the computer where talking to my mother and my sister and my brother. So maybe going over to her house after that, but like I think I'm going to see my dad and my brother that morning.
Are you going to feast?
In-laws. I probably will be eating food because that is what I do.
Every day.
I mean, it's pretty regular, but like you know what I mean. Like there's some people that like I have some cousins and like aunts and uncles and stuff that I normally see who gonna be coming up this year because like I had a cousin who had a kid, so she wasn't gonna be coming back, so they decided they wanted to go see her, which makes a lot of sense because like they're your nephew and you're fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's yeah, I don't know. It's just like it's a little bit different. So I don't know. I hate to say that it's like less to look forward to, but you know what I mean? It's just like there's not, and honestly, like it's gonna be the easiest fucking Christmas ever because it's just like instead of having to go to like 8 Christmases, like I have 3, so I don't have to worry about like running all over the place, and you know what I mean? Because like she have like her got a couple of other sides on her side, a couple others on my side. It's just like it's a little hectic sometimes around trying to
feel that.
figure out like, and you gotta like schedule all that where it's like, no, we can't make that day work because we have this one already, or we can only do it after this time. And it's just like fucking A, dude. Like, why is this? Can we just like stop doing this and just like start like half of us like, hey, let's just do this in July. 50% of us. Let's do this in the summer. Let's do this in the summer. Let's stop doing it in December where everybody's running around like crazy. Let's do it at a weird time, and then when it's December, I'll just sit in my house in the cold by myself and drink hot chocolate.
That's actually what I had for my drink today. Some peppermint schnapps, and
heat.
My wife made some homemade hot chocolate out of some chocolate things, I guess.
Sounds good. Oh, what's up, Nathaniel?
Wasn't bad. Hey, Nathaniel, you again caught the last bit of the podcast.
The very end, of course, right at 69 minutes, you show up. I feel like that was planned, but whatever.
Been waiting this whole time.
It's like I just got to count down. Yep, exactly. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's just it's a little different, but it's I mean, it's I'm not like I'm still looking forward to it, you know. It's just it's different, so I don't know. A lot of people that I don't get to see this year, which is I don't know.
It's whatever.
Yeah, like I don't like I don't care, but at the same time, it's like it's just like it's just different, you know. It would be
if it were up to me, I would do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, literally. That's the well. Look, I do fucking nothing all the goddamn time. Like,
correct. I would like to continue to do that.
Do something one time a year. Like, it's not that big of a fucking deal.
I don't know if I can fit in that
It's
in my
just
schedule.
Like, it's annoying that like this has like I'm just thinking back to like fucking like the beginning of the year when it's just like it was still like we weren't sure like if we were gonna shut down or anything. You know what I mean? Like March. It was just like, nah, it'll just be like, it'll be 2 weeks and then everything's fine. And then 2 weeks is like another week or two. And then it's like, give it a month and a half. And I was like, oh my God, this is never going to stop, is it? And then it's
never
just
ends.
like April became May, became fucking August, became now it's December. And I'm like, oh my God, you guys, what the fuck? Like, it just got so fucking weird. It's been a weird one. And I'm ready for it to be done.
Are you gonna get okay? This might be a personal question, but your thoughts on getting the vaccine?
Boy, I don't know. I don't know anything about it really. I want to I would like to obviously learn more about it before I'm just like, yeah, go ahead and do it. I mean, obviously, I would like to like not get it or like have a risk of giving it to somebody who is at more risk of that being more serious than it is to me. But at the same time, I'm just like I'm weary of just like I'm gonna be honest with you, like I'm due on a tetanus booster. Like I've been to the doctor since I was like fucking 16 years old. It's been more than a decade since I've been to the doctor for like you know what I mean, like anything. So it's just I'm kind of tentative to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go make an appointment. Like again, talked about this at the beginning. I fucked my wrist up for it's been a week now. I've just had this brace on, and that's my solution is wear a brace. Instead of going to the fucking doctor, I'm like, that's fine. I'll just go fucking wrap a thing on it and call it fucking good. You know what I mean? Like that's my extent of like you know what I mean? So
I mean, it's like going to the auto shop. Like they're gonna tell you something's wrong so that you can pay them more money. You know, like same thing.
mean, look, if I go in and be like, hey, I think I dislocated my wrist, and like, cool, let's go do an MRI and a CAT scan. I'm gonna be like, all right, hold up, buddy.
Yeah,
can we start with an X-ray? Like,
can't you just like look at it real quick?
Yeah, maybe like you want to like poke around and be like, it's not really swollen. I don't know, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very tentative to like go and be like, yeah, put strange things in my body, but at the same time, like coming from like a past where like I did a lot of body. Yeah, I did some weird things, like referring to like drugs or whatever in my youth. Whereas, like, I'm sure I've put some weird things in my body, I suppose, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a little hesitant to just jump straight on board.
It's just, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things too where I think they were talking about it, like how it's like, I think it was the one that has. Oh, did I fucking freeze? No, I'm good.
For a second, yeah.
I think like before that, the quickest like vaccine that was made from like when there was an issue was like 4 years. So they made it in a year, but like fast. I think the fastest one that they had ever made from like, hey, this is a problem, we need a vaccine now. It took 4 years, but then this one was like, oh yeah, it was like 10 months, a year, whatever.
Yeah,
so that seems maybe a bit like there's that like concern of like, is this the thing? Like, how rushed is this?
Truly
you know
safe?
What I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like I don't know. And I'm
clinical trials and such.
Not a doctor in any capacity. I know nothing about medicine or anything of that nature. I'm just like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, I don't know, like the way that I am as a stupid human being is just like, I don't know about that. I feel like the year has been weird enough, and I've seen the movie I Am Legend, so I'm not. Don't say it. I'm out here. I'm trying to be out here with my fucking dog, shooting zombies, talking to mannequins. But
I'm gonna be honest with you, that sounds like a hell of a time.
hey, there's
I am
still a movie
looking
store in town
forward
I can
to
set up
that
some
day.
mannequins at. Honestly, I'm not. I think it sounds good on paper, but then it and maybe there's a point of time where like, oh, this is interesting, but I bet it gets old fucking quick, you know.
Perhaps.
There's a lot of things that you don't like, luxuries that you do not think of that you take for granted that you would immediately be like, oh my god, that hot water especially, or like the big two, but even just like dumb little things like washing your fucking clothes.
I'll be real with you though. I feel like I have
grimy ass shit all the time.
I might not be like a smart guy. Like you've listened to 3 seasons of Counting Cryptids. You know I'm not a fucking scientist or anything. But like I feel like hot water, like there's ways to get hot water that I'm aware of.
How good is hot water? Yeah, 100%. So I have watched a way that you can do that. So like, if you have a tub, you can put like, if you have a secondary one with water in it, you use coils, and you have to have like a fire under the coils to heat you know what I mean? Copper tubing.
Yeah.
To change the temperature of stuff, and like a fire underneath a section of it to change, and so then it would force the hot water because of the pressure of the temperature up the tubing through a different. So like, there's ways that like I could fucking finagle a way to do it, but like I'm not gonna like, do I have the resources to go and find all the fucking copper tubing and set this up somewhere? But like, also I need to probably like get that water somehow and set it up in a like at a shelter. I've already built a shelter at this point too. Like, or am I staying at the house? I got to do that outside. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a number of things that like you have to figure out too. So it's just, I don't know. I think that's the slippery slope of like where do you know where do you start from, like that, like, oh yeah, this is as easy as it is, but like realistically it's like, when it comes down to it, it's like you are surviving like with nothing, and in addition to like surrounded by everything trying to kill you in this zombie scenario that we've put ourselves in.
Yeah, but you're like the last person on Earth to be using these materials. Like, fucking go get 15 generators. That'll last you till you die, probably.
Okay, but
like, you gotta get gasoline. Every gas station you stop out.
In this theory, you're the last fucking person, but it's not like, it's not everybody is at once. You wake up tomorrow, every single person in the world is gone. You have access to all of the gasoline. Yeah, there's panic, there's fallout, there's, you know what I mean? Like, people are already panicked. You know what I mean? Like, we ran out of fucking toilet paper earlier this year as it is. Like, you're telling me that same thing wouldn't happen again, but it would be toilet
I don't
paper
need to wipe my ass.
And fucking, yeah, okay, you and your fucking bidet, but how are you gonna do that without fucking water? Like, you have to hook that up to the fucking water and have.
I'll get one of those stomp rockets. Like, you remember those stomp rocket things? I'll fill that up with water. I'll just
fuck my entire world up. Oh my god, that might be the funniest thing you have ever said ever.
Stomp rocket bidet.
That's such a fucking like an old punk band album. Like, that's fucking awesome. Stomp rocket bidet, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah. I think I got it under control.
Fucking, that's an image that I cannot get out of my fucking head.
Sit there, stop, and clean your ass.
Oh my god, dude. Fucked. That's absolutely fucked. I don't even remember what we were talking about. God, you have derailed everything in my life.
We have been derailed for.
Oh no, the episode's been done. We're just talking about nothing. Stop Rocket Bidet is my new cover band.
Would be I'm gonna release a Christmas album under Stomp Rocket Bidet. Gonna be a pop punk Christmas album. Yeah, you in?
Yeah, I mean, I'm there, dog. Like, whatever you want to do.
What else you got going on?
I have nothing going on. You want to do something? I'm there. Like,
you still play guitar?
I'll tell you it's a bad idea, but like, we'll figure it out. It's pop punk. It's not like it needs to be that crazy.
Yeah, it's super complex.
you know, we'll just get one of those just something that just spins in a circle continuously. It's not like the tempo changes. Just have to fucking
A toothbrush or something.
Fine. Yeah, exactly. We'll be fine. No big. We'll do what we'll make one of the instruments that they make with the falling marbles.
Yes.
It's the giant machine with like this crank, and it's just like the entire purpose of it is just like it just spits out marbles at like specific timings and in specific locations. So it drops on a drum and then falls into a chute to get collected to go back up to get reused. It's fucking insane. It's like, oh yeah, it's just like, you know, like 3 billion marbles, and it plays like this fucking beautiful song for 5 minutes. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, this guy's constructed this instrument out of wire and
yeah, bro. It's hilarious that you've also just seen the Lincoln Logs.
And I'm over
fucking
here.
Safety pins and duct tape.
Got like a $2,000 PC, and I can't make more than one intro music.
Hey,
worthless.
You could do it. You just choose not to.
True.
I mean, we're not doing anything at this point. We just need to fucking call it.
Yeah.
Again, thank you to everybody.
Merry fucking Christmas.
Happy holidays. Animals. Merry Christmas. Again, please join us on New Year's, 8:30 Central Time when we're going live.
I'm begging you. I'm
hang out.
literally willing to pay you.
I'm trying to give you money to come and hang out. So yeah, come hang out on New Year's, 8:30 on late Twitch. I don't have anything else. Again, thanks everybody for being here. Thanks everybody for listening.
Appreciate all of our patrons and all of our
patrons,
listeners.
Everybody who's bought a T-shirt. You know, everybody. Thanks everybody. Connor, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jacob. Without this show, without you, would this show would it be possible?
The same goes to you as well as everybody listening to this right now.
Yes, thanks.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays. We'll see you next year. Holy
Nope,
fuck.
We'll see you New Year's because you're going to be here.
Because you're all tuning into
the New Year's stream.
Got it. Okay.
Yep,
yeah, we'll see you in, a week plus? Depends when you listen to this, I guess.
Well, this goes live on Thursday. I mean, it's a week, so.
Yes, yep. If I release this, when I am to release this will be out a week prior to our stream. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching and or listening. We'll see you next time.
Fucking 18 outros. You want to do another take of that one too? There's 12 people in here now. It'd be like